Hi, my name is Lee Abbott, and this is my voiceover demo. The following is a book on tape that was recorded for Hoot and Mifflin, and I do all of the voices, all the characters, every voice you hear.
Poor Wadney. Wadney Wat. His real name was Rodney Rat, but he couldn't pronounce his R's. To make matters worse, he was a rodent. A wodent.
What's your name, Wadney?
Asked the other rodents.
Wadney Wat,
Whispered Wadney.
Hey, Wadney, what's another name for bunny?
They asked knowingly.
Wabbit.
He mumbled.
How does a train travel?
A train travels on train tracks.
Wadney replied miserably. Then one day, a new rodent, a very large rodent, barged into the classroom and announced,
My name is Camilla Capybara. I'm bigger than any of you. I'm meaner than any of you. And I'm smarter than any of you.
Then she added,
So there.
With that, she accidentally, on purpose, elbowed an ear, bumped two noses, stepped on three tails, and lay down on a desk. What's 2 + 2? Asked Mrs. Fuzzleworth.
4.
Shouted Camilla Capybara without even bothering to raise her paw.
And furthermore, 4 + 4 is 8, 8 + 8 is 16, and 243 + 125 is 368. So there.
Later, when Miss Fuzzleworth asked, And what's the capital of? Camilla interrupted.
New York, Albany, population 295,594.
And during science, in answer to the question, What part of a plant is below the ground? Anybody but Camilla. Camilla Capybara danced on her desk and sang,
Root, root, root-a-toot-toot. So there.
Yup, thought all the other rodents.
She's smarter than we are, too.
They felt very, very uncomfortable. Every afternoon, just before the final recess, Miss Fuzzleworth drew a name from her hat to see who would be the leader for their favorite game, Simon Says. Miss Fuzzleworth's paw reached in and pulled out the name of Wadney Wat. The bell rang, there was a wild scurry for the door, and Camilla Capybara was the first on the playground, having trampled the others in her path.
Ow!
The tiny, trembling leader of the game stood before the eager players, his head well inside his jacket, and squeaked,
Wadney says, read the sign.
while the other rodents read,
PS 142 Elementary School for Rodents.
Camilla began pulling up weeds around the sign and wildly flinging them hither and yon until she was clear up to her teeth in dirt. The other rodents began to smile.
Wadney says, wrap your paws around your head.
He peeked a little peek out of his jacket and saw...
Whap, whap, whappity, whappity, whap.
Camilla was whapping her paws around her head so hard she became dizzy, gave herself a headache, and had to sit down. The other rodents couldn't help giggling.
Wadney says, play wing around the rosy.
Camilla put out her arms like wings and made an airplane noise.
Where's the wowsy? Wait a minute. What's a wowsy? What's a wowsy? Where's a wowsy? What's a wowsy?
By now, Wadney's voice was stronger, and his head was entirely out of his jacket.
Wake the leaves.
Nobody moved.
Wadney says, wake the leaves.
While Harry, Minifeet, and Grizzlefizz and the others busied themselves raking, Camilla Capybara grabbed one leaf.
Wake up!
She yelled. She snatched another.
Come on, you! Up, up, up!
And another.
Rise and shine!
And another.
Boo!
By now, all the other rodents were squealing with laughter. All but Camilla, who frowned.
Stupid leaves, they won't wake up!
And why was everyone laughing at her? Such bullies. In a voice so strong he had to hold his own ears, Wadney called.
Wadney says, go west.
The rodents collapsed in a happy heap for a rest. Go west. Camilla Capybara, feeling very smart that she could tell directions by the sun, said,
All right, I shall go west.
And then she added,
So there.
West she stomped. Forever. she was gone. And from that day on, the pupils of PS 142 Elementary School for Rodents never teased Wadney again. He was their hero.
Hooray for Wadney Wat!
They cried,
Woot, woot, wooty toot toot!
"So there."
And so the search went out for the war girls. Who's got the right stuff? Who's got the heart? Who can dance? Who can sing? Who's got the moxie? I tell you who, these gals.
I really am a nurse.
Aren't they a swell bunch of gals? The War Girls, soon to be representing wargaming.net everywhere, from calendars to live events. Who's your favorite? Who's got the right stuff? Who's got the moxie? Stay tuned for more War Girls.
Your first million. Sailing around the world. A hole-in-one. Finding the sweet spot on your tax return. These are the times for rich, smooth AK-47 from Prizer.
Aw, savor the terroir.
It's subtle and yet not flaccid.
This is a fine AK-47.
It's killer weed.
Now available at all Talmart, Target, and Sharper Look stores.
Every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot. But the Grinch who lived just north of Whoville did not. The Grinch hated Christmas, the whole Christmas season. Now please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be his head wasn't screwed on just right. It could be, perhaps, that his shoes were too tight. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small. But whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve, hating the Who's.